guys, so I am back for part 2 of this little project. This is what I've got so far. I've done the pink, some of the white. I'm gonna go over the white a little bit more just because the wood kind of soaks in the paint. So we've got the front, the other side, and the back done. So now we're just gonna do our little areas that we haven't painted. I've got my little brushes here, and I've got a clean palette sheet. So let me get started on this nerve, because I tend to get a little, actually put them right here. I think I want this yellow. That's gonna be gold. These are gonna be sunflowers. That's gonna be white. I think I want, that's gonna be a sunflower. This is gonna be a light blue, I think, like my fingernail here. And that's gonna be white, or maybe yellow. I don't know. It's gonna be a little, couple colors here. I've got this yellow here in these tubes that I never quite used, so I'm gonna try and see if they are still good. They should be, because I haven't even punched a hole in them. Oh, I used the wrong side. Big dummy. It's okay, because I can clean it up with this. There you go. All right, let's do this little area here. And as usual, you can hear my birds in the background, because they're just always excited. I wish I hadn't messed up there. Make sure there's some color on that. I checked my bird platform throughout the day today, and no birds that I can see today, but I did witness a small bird. There's a hair on here. I can see it. I did witness a small bird in an area where I have some tulips planted, and he was pecking at something on the floor, like fighting with it, and it was a small snake. I think it was like one of those little garden snakes. So I kept watching and I kept watching it, and as he was fighting with the snake, there was another bird, a blue jay, perched on my fence, just watching the other bird, the brown bird that was fighting the little snake. The blue jay was just watching. And I'm sitting on my deck, and I'm telling the brown bird, you need to hurry up and eat that snake, my dude, because that other bird is watching you, and he's ready to pounce. And of course, as soon as I said that, the blue jay flew towards the brown bird and definitely stole his meal. So, what did we learn from that little brown bird? You need to be greedy and eat that darn worm. It wasn't even a worm, it was like a small snake, but you're playing too much with that, man. To go on ahead and get your meal. And now that I'm all into making things for my garden for birds and setting up cameras, because I wanna watch what birds come by here. I've been getting a lot of videos on Instagram about people hitting that age where we start playing in our gardens and bird watching and all that. And in my opinion, hitting that stage of life is quite amazing. The best thing ever. What else am I gonna make? Maybe I'll make this yellow too, only because the white is going to be quite. Maybe I'll outline it with white, I don't know. The birds don't even care what color this is. I could have left it just the way it was, the wood colors. It would be just fine. But I want pretties in my garden. Another little thing that happened. I don't know if it was yesterday or if it was today, I don't remember. But like I said, I built a bird feeding platform outside. And maybe I can take this off, let me see. Just for now. So I was researching how to attract birds to a new bird feeder. And they were saying, you know, try to put the bird feeder near big trees where there's branches because the birds can go hide in the branches if they get disrupted or they get scared. But, oh no. But I have no trees in my backyard. So the other idea they had was, or the other suggestion was, you know, to put some bird seeds on the ground so that the birds that like to eat from the ground can feed from there. So I had this platter with a lot of colors on it, like fruits and whatnot. And I put some nice seeds down there. I didn't want to just throw them on the ground because I don't want anything growing in my lawn. I have enough with the darn weeds. So I put it out. And in the 3-4 years that I've lived in this house, I hadn't seen any squirrels, right? But as soon as I put those seeds on the ground, what comes scurrying along my backyard but a squirrel? And I was just like, I know you're not coming over here now because I've got food on the ground. And he sure was. So it was being really, really careful as I was approaching the platter with seeds. And I come back to look at the state of the seeds. I was like, man, I bet you he ate all those seeds because there's like nuts and peanuts and sunflower seeds and everything in that mix. And you can tell on the big platter that there's 2 spots where the seed is, where he just practically just went like this and took 2 handfuls of seeds. But that's okay. He can have a couple seeds, I guess. Could use a little bit of this black. Just want to deepen that just a little bit. Trying to make kind of like a sunflower color. Maybe a little bit more yellow. It's good. I don't want to mix it too much because sunflowers sometimes have a little bit of that's good. I need a finer. You know what? I can use the same color for these little pots and make them terracotta pots. Okay. Actually, I'll get some of these cobalt blue. And some white. Just a tad bit more. Blue. Come on, man. maybe I'll do. Oh, I forgot some pink right there, but I got some Viridian green. Oh no. Ooh. That's a pretty thing. Oh, that coated beautifully. Wow. Okay. Maybe I'll do this. Green too. Oh, it's such a nice color. This one. My birds just chirping away, fighting with each other. Oh no, don't you fall. also have to give the white parts a couple of coats. Because it really sucks up that white. This I had already painted white, but it just soaks it up. On this side, back. Just want a little bit of this white in. There. I'm gonna cover it all, and then I'm gonna write flower power with a paint marker. It's funny how some sides take paint better and other sides just really soak it up. Actually, I don't know why I made that black. Because those are the lights. Oh no, I messed that up. Maybe not. Because how are they gonna see the lights if they're black? I just hit the camera with my bond. Second, guys. Okay, I found this gold paint marker. I primed it, but it's a little messy. So I'm gonna see if I can carefully it is way too dry. It's just gonna make a bigger mess. But oh my goodness. I have this one. And this one I used yesterday. So I'm just gonna go over all these lines. They're not gonna be perfect. See if I can get on here. Oh, I forgot this other side of this one. Go over this again. And the last little bit with the gold is making this kind of like more of a design grill. close this because it's quite strong. Now, this cute flowers here. I've got some Sharpie markers, hopefully. Yep. I'm gonna make these maybe some succulents. My tip is just fine. I'll make these something else. I'm just gonna fill in. Going horizontal because I think that's the green of the wood. So my markers won't get too damaged. Not that I care because I've had them for years and they're still pretty amazing. Okay. We've got red. And that other one. Guess I'll make it this blue. Oh, but I got some of that gold. This is a very fine tipped Sharpie. Actually, I got some black paint for that one. I don't know why I'm wasting my time. These are different. Clean off the little brush that I have so I can dip in this black and get this one. Ooh. Sorry, y'all. I was looking for this permanent marker. This is like from the Dollar Tree permanent marker. I was gonna do this. Flower power. Now I think see if I can maybe oh gosh. Wanted to kind of get as close as I can to that pink because I forgot this little area here. Oh my gosh, that's so perfect. Oh my god, I'm a genius. See this to the side. That seems just soak up the paint a bit. Just trying to use up the paint that I just mixed. So while I do this, let me do my little outro. I finish this up. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm a newish ASMR artist, and I really do this mostly for my personal hobby and creativity. If you guys have noticed, if you're a returning viewer, I don't really ask anybody to subscribe or anything like that, because I understand that sometimes people just, they may not like the one video they watched or whatever, and then sometimes we're just very lazy when it comes to hitting that button, which is totally fine. And you don't have to if you don't want to, because I really honestly just do this because it helps my mental health, it helps me stay creative, and it's a very enjoyable thing for me to do. Ooh, I have just a little bit left for this here. Oh, no. Too much. Alright, you guys. I think I'm gonna call it done. All I gotta do with it now is just let it dry for 24 hours. I will be hitting it with some clear, what do you call it there? Spray to kind of protect it. I'm gonna give it a couple of coats of that. I'm gonna do the first coat, let it dry for 24 hours, to another coat, and then put it outside, and hopefully the birdies will have a little house. For at least a year. Let me throw this out before I... So let me show you the finished product. It's cute. This is the back. Oh, I didn't paint that. Ooh, I should have done that. It's gonna bleed. It's right. It's the side. That's the front. I keep dropping it because I don't want to get other colors on it, but yeah, so that's it. That's my little flower power birdhouse. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next video. Night night.